What's good, YouTube? Another day to yap. Um, the game feeds you, then eats your soul. It's a very interesting view, which I would speak from two perspectives, from a religious perspective and a dating perspective. From the religious perspective, a king once said, "Everything is vanity." If you realize, this is a man, the person I'm talking about is King Solomon. This is a man who has experienced all forms of life, and in his latter stages, when he was about to kick the bucket, he decided to say everything is vanity, which is, because me, I would say every ideology, everything you can think of is actually vanity. Because a lot of people don't understand that the best place to be is to always err on the side of balance. Then you now see, in the dating aspect, there was a time I think there's a classic dating book, pickup artistry book like that I read, and while I was reading it, I realized the main character at the end of the day started to self-destruct because he got so used to the pickup artistry world. He was like the best. He got so far to the point whereby he fell in love and somehow I think the lady left him or something like that, and he started to self-destruct, and he hit me. I honestly, I didn't finish the book. I was supposed to finish the book, but I don't know, I just, when I read past that, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. The guy couldn't help himself anymore. He ate his soul, the ideologies and everything. He ate so deep that void of being loved was so deep. It couldn't be filled with women. So he fell in love. A pickup artist fell in love. A guy who's so good with women, who has, been with a lot of ladies. Because you actually think that this guy is supposed to have that level of shield, like women should not freak him and all that. But the guy fell in love. He fell in love just like Samson and Delilah. The guy fell in love. I'm not saying falling in love is a terrible idea, but he fell in love to the point he started self-destructing. His life was in shambles because the woman he loved, I think, left him or something like that. Then it got to me, and it hit me that at the end of the day, whatever the ideologies are in life, you should always find a balance. It's not the point where you become an extremist. You go far to this extreme, or you go far to another extreme. That's not life. You will never enjoy life if you live your life that way and in that form. It will be the best form of experiencing life is actually erring on the side of balance. Because even it's very easy. It's easy for everybody to see and feel that even Earth is on a balance, on intangible balance we can't see, that's making it to still rotate around the sun. orbit around the sun. Because if there is no balance, it will go off trajectory in that orbit and go to another different Milky galaxy or constellation of stars. But there is something holding Earth that is making it to still maintain that level of speed, rotating round the sun. There is something. There's a force that is keeping it attached. So why I'm saying this, I'm bringing this analogy of the sun, is because if there is no balance, you see, it will not maintain that path that it has been circling for years. It will not maintain it. So an extremist is someone who goes wild and is let loose. Yes, they might experience so many levels of good emotions and at the same time terrible emotions. But you see, someone who decides to fall on the side of balance would always judge things properly and enjoy life. I think most extremists don't enjoy life at all, because at the end of the day, their soul is the ideology they have has become a beast that has eroded into their subconscious and consciousness as well, to the point that they only think of one thing. They don't think of so many plethora of options they have in life. They don't even have the time to explore other things that life presents to them, because they are just focused on one thing. So that's why for dating, as let's say for instance dating, I'm not the guy that would that will go so far to be consumed by lust, to the point that I can never ever come back. No, that's not me. That's not the way I see life. Because this is a beast, this is a monster that will eat you alive. Because I believe a man who stays and who errs on the side of balance sees life from a broad perspective, has a myriad of eyes to see life and appreciate it more compared to an extremist.